Welcome and thank you for your choice in listening to Lit Muses podcast with your host Beryl. Lit Muses has guest performances that include varied literary themes and genres such as monologues, spoken word, short stories, haiku, and poetry. We are motivated in making our podcast ADA accessible. Our first guest is Hope Harley, who will be performing a monologue from Pearl Cledge's Flying West. Before Hope presented her choice of monologues, I absolutely knew nothing about Pearl Cledge or Flying West. The play is a historical fiction set in the real town of Nicodemus, Kansas in 1898. Cledge's sensitivity as a writer is particularly revealed through her characterization of women. She points out her protagonist's strengths, such as leadership and their strong bond with other women, while celebrating them as the heroes of their stories. Her idea to write Flying West was sparked after she read an article written by Ida B. Wells in the 1890s, where Ida was urging African Americans to leave their homes in Memphis for the West in search of freedom. Pearl Cledge is an African American playwright and uses this medium to portray the fortitude of black women, their struggle for existence in the dominant patriarchal society. Actually, that's what it sounds like living today is in 2022. And these women that Cledge portrayed can tide over any difficult situation in their lives. Hope is playing the character of Miss Leah, who is a 73-year-old woman who spent most of her life in slavery. She is feisty, demands respect, speaks her mind, and believes strongly in the oral tradition. Miss Leah insists that some stories can only be preserved by being told. After her performance, we will have a conversation with Hope and her thoughts about Flying West. Let's listen to Hope's opening monologue as Miss Leah.
Am I feeling all right? If I was you, I'd be worrying about folks talking about shooting somebody. That's who I'd be worrying about. It's a messy business shooting folks.
After reading various reviews, analysis, and writings about Pearl Cledge, I found that her work has been described as theater of revolt, a place where playwrights can voice their opinion in opposition to social change injustices and anything that can be considered wrong or indecent. Well, this too is very apropos for today's society's injustices, the reneging of women's freedom of their own bodies, and overall current misdeeds. Hoping that you like what you heard, please join us for Lit Muses' first monthly episode, found on SoundCloud. So until we meet again, be well, be happy, and please come back.